Hello, Final Fantasy Randomizer fans, and welcome to the first of our quarterfinal matches for this Winter DAB tournament.
Yeah. I'm 4X. That was ADR. We got a nice one tonight. We are the early run of a 3-header tonight, and this is looking good. I want to give a special thank you to Adam Rupe here, ADR. He is man moding this stream so we can get comms, tracking, and the restream all for this so we can get this going, and he is doing 3 of those. So he is a triple changer. to quote Transformers, he is doing good tonight. So what do you think of the boards tonight? They both have picked the bingo board, and this is going to be a very fun one to watch.
Yes, it is. These two are both excellent runners. I think either could win. We're dropping the gate here in a matter of seconds.
Oh yes, all the ones that made it to the finals have a realistic chance of winning. All right, so now that we got this up, so both runners, for those who are not aware, a dual action bingo means that each runner must complete a bingo board. If you're familiar with bingo, you pretty much know how this works. They got to fill out one row, column, or diagonal, and we are actually off. I think.
Just
Yep,
a
we
bit of
are.
a stream delay.
That's all right. And so anyhow, see what we got going on here. We got Harm 3. We have, Harm 2. We have Dark Beam, and it looks like Warp running today.
Level 1 Warp is always a good thing to see.
Yes, it is. A level 1 Warp is good. It's going to help out a lot. All right, didn't look like we have the item, the shop item. All right, and we are going to fly and get some key items here on shoombabi's side. I'm going to try to quickly hit the board here, finish up what I was talking about there. So part of the dual action is each runner picks a column, row, or diagonal for their, and we get a cube from Sarda, for their opponent to run, and then they must pick one of their own as well to complete. So they must complete 2 bingo rows, columns, or diagonals before they can go down and defeat Chaos. Now, the door is open to Chaos, so you can walk right into him. You just must complete your bingo board before you do so. So both runners picked top left to bottom right. So that's where I was thinking it's going to be a little spicy. Those poison elemental skills or spells are sometimes hard to find.
And successfully confusing carry, that can be a challenge as well, depending on where confuse rolls.
Oh, absolutely. And required to go visit Bahamut. Take a black belt to level 25. And they both brought black belts. That black belt's going to blow by 25. And defeat 2 cobras and 2 asps with a staff. So they have to find a staff to buy. I don't know if they did or not in Canary. I didn't see it. And just swing the staff at the snakes here. So, alrighty. So Shoombabi is not going to melee the pirate. So he is definitely not going for R5 or C1.
We did just see confused there at level 2, so the spell is easy to find.
Good. That's good news. That now just got to get the levels to make it land on carry. All right, we are coming down here. I didn't see what what was in Crescent Lake as far as the key item goes, but we should be seeing it here shortly. We're gonna see if there's a staff here. I'm thinking they did not find it yet. There's a staff. An iron staff +4. Okay, so those cobras and asps isn't gonna take that much once you find them.
The iron staff can be equipped by the black belt. It's one of those weapons where most staffs are used by the mages. That one is a fighter black belt or a ninja, I believe.
Yeah. It's one of the few weapons that can be used by almost everybody. Okay, so the old men give us crown. All right. So I imagine that turn is going to happen here real quick. We are continuing on. All right, we're going to go visit. Oh, I think I know what Shoombabi's going to do. He's going to come over here and beat Garland and get warped to Canaria Castle. Get his items from Princess Sarah and the King, and then use the warp spell to warp himself back to Topher. So you don't have to waste any time walking to and from the Temple of Fiends. We got a ship, and I didn't see what the King's item was.
Chime.
Chime. All right. So we got a ship. Now we're also going to see what Astos has here shortly. So, and Shoombabi did exactly what I thought he was going to do there. He warped right back out.
That
All right.
is a really cool move that I didn't know you could do until someone pointed it out to me.
Oh yeah, first time I saw it happen, it was by accident. The runner had exit, and she went down to the castle and used exit to exit out of the castle because she walked all the way up to the Temple of Fiends, and instead it exited her out right at the beginning.
Astos coming out with Blaze. He is not messing around this game.
Oh no, he didn't. He dropped that black mage and ooh.
Came in the clutch.
Pull it off. Yes, 17 hit points. The white magic did it. We get a bottle from Astos. All right. Rajimano pointing out in chat. Yeah, that's true. The 3 status elemental skills or spells, I believe, is everything including poison as well, right? No. Poison are separate ones. Okay. But there's still a lot of skills there. There's sleep, mute, dark, slow, hold, fear, confuse, stun, blind, gaze, flash, snorting, ink, and dazzle. Any 3 of those that you see count. And we got a ribbon. Let's see where that came from.
Shoombabi's having some trouble with that scripted Astos.
Oh, jeez. Yep. I didn't see if Pickles and Beer flew his warp airship there, but maybe he's going to do the same thing that Shoombabi did here at Chime, and we're going to get a Chime and Dad Hair ship from that. And nope, he's walking out. So must have yep. Pickles and Beer did walk all the way up to the Topher. All right, Shoombabi going down into Marsh. Now, are you a Team Marsh, Team Ice, or never Arsh, never Mice?
Oh, I'm never either of them.
I'm honestly Team Marsh, and here's why: the enemies suck. I'm not gonna even sugarcoat that. The enemies suck. However, almost every race I've run, every practice seat I've done, one of the key items I've needed has always been in Marsh. So that's the only reason I'm Team Marsh.
And with warp, it's not so bad. At least you can get out of there pretty easily.
Yeah, and the key item is a lot easier to get, is a lot quicker to get to as well than Ice. But the problem is there are enemies that appear both here in Marsh and in Ice, and there are a lot of variety of them as well. And we get the Oxyel, and we are warping right on out of this. We ain't even gonna play down here.
Oxyel does open up column 1 though, defeat Kraken with Brack, but I'll be surprised if we see them actually go in there.
Well, I don't see Pickles and Beer doing this because he is doing column 1 anyhow. He may still do row 3. Because he did not melee the pirates. He went ahead and just harmed them out.
Right.
And I think Shoombabi did that as well. All right. Sorry, Rich Bork. I know I pronounced that absolutely horribly wrong. Yeah, again, ADR here is man-moding most of the behind-the-scenes stuff for this run. So it's very easy to miss something. We're only about 8.5 minutes behind from when this timer started. Or should have started. So, And he caught it up actually pretty close. So the timer's not going to be only a few seconds off. We'll give you, of course, we'll give you an official racetime.gg time when the runners finish. All right, we are in Elfland, and what do we get here? We got houses for 725 gold. That's some pretty cheap real estate.
Houses are great to have. You can avoid stopping in at the end once you get through, which it can actually save a good amount of time.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And with them that cheap, I would expect these guys to pick up a whole bunch of them when they can.
Meanwhile,
Oh, we
Shoombabi's
do
going
have.
through ice.
Oh, yes, he is. And Pickles and Beer is coming up here, going to turn in that bottle. We'll see what that bottle holds for us. And yep, we still haven't seen a shop item. Do we see it here? Oh, my screen.
No, we did have
fizzles
some
out on
cheap
me.
heal pots.
Fair enough. All right. We have the crystal. The bottle turns to the crystal. So we've got brown to bottle to crystal. We've got a fetch quest chain going, folks. You know, forge your links like in Game of Thrones here to finish up your chain.
Fetch quests are one of those things where they're a little bit annoying, but you do get this experience scaling thanks to the key items, so I kind of like to see them early.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it kind of forces you down a path and gets you those. Oh, budget model. Yeah, you're right. We forgot to go over the blur things. I'll go over those real quick while Pickles and Beer is continuing on his fetch quest chain here, making it so much longer. So the fighter has +7 strength, +10 strength, +7 luck, and black mage strength. The thief's pluses are red mage armor and 20 HP, and +10 to lockpick level. So it's actually going to be 34 today. The black belt has +15 strength, +30 HP, but no ribbon. The red mage has +40 agility, +5 luck, and -10 vitality. The white mage gets to use an Excalibur, gets +15 vitality and -10 strength. And the black mage has a +10 agility, gets to use a Vorpal, and gets -10 MDef per level. So yeah, I'm thinking Shoombabi's bringing that thief just. Yeah, I'm thinking that Shoombabi is bringing that thief for the lock picking, so he doesn't have to go looking for the key if it ends up being somewhere buried. Both runners got to bring their black belt up to 25. You know, you're probably going to get to 34 here before long. Here, and Shoombabi may be thinking about grinding for a little bit. He's here out the eye, but at the very least, we're going to see what the key item is here out of ice here in a second.
And he just used that trap tile to take down the ghost.
Yep.
So, Pickles and Beer is watching the Hall of Giants.
Oh, yeah. I think I saw Pickles and Beer start swinging a stick at those snakes, too. Might be looking to try to get at least the 2 asps. You can also find cobras down here, too.
That's right. Earth Cave makes that relatively easy of a square. It's a lot easier than hunting it down.
Yep. And oh yeah, Shoombabi is not sticking around to grind it out. He was just going in there for the key item, found a canal, and decided to warp it out. That's not a bad idea. Again, you get plus experience for each key item. You still haven't done your grind yet. You might as well take it out. And you got warp. It's not that much longer to get yourself out of the cave over resetting.
And early gold is always important to keep. The eye gives you a good amount of it, which adds up pretty fast at this point in the game.
Yeah. Yep, that Shoombabi. Whoa, what are we looking here for? We gotta take a white mage to level 25 too. Defeat 4 different ghosts or yeah. Let's see, what other juicy tiles do we have? Purchase 5 HP restoring spells. We also let's see. We also have keep a copper, silver, and gold bracelet. We have also some announcers' favorite tiles here. Slow boat must take the boat to Provoca and then slow sail by holding B down instead of fast, just letting it go at normal speed from Provoca to Crescent Lake Dock. We also have defeat Warmech. That's always a fun one. But as far as the other make a move ones, we also have, if I'm not mistaken, let's see, where is it there? Yep, canoe from Elfland to Ice Cave, and do the walk from Canaria around the entire inner sea back to Canaria. So I don't know where these guys are planning on going. Yeah, Rich Bork, that two poison elemental spells. That one kind of rough. That I have seen being a hard one to dig out. For those who aren't aware, it's Bane, Brack, Glance Poison, Petrify, Poison Damage, and Stinger all count, but only off of the skill list, not off of the melee. If the melee adds that as an additional thing, that don't count. Anybody in chat can go ahead and correct me if I'm wrong. I'm probably didn't use the right terminology, but I think I was pretty close to the idea behind it.
That's right. It's a skill or a spell, not a touch.
Yeah. Skill or a spell, not a touch. All right. It looks like Pickles and Beer is doing a mini grind here in the Hall of Giants, or maybe even trying to defeat 12 total giants.
He did just successfully take down the Cobras and the Asp, or the Gur Snakes as they are called on his screen, with fun enemy names.
Nice. Ooh, Dragon plus 4 sword. Yeah, oh, that thief is able to use it. That's a good early sword right now. We got Cobras, and with Shoom getting his he found the Cobra, so now he's going to go ahead and try to beat him with a stick. But he already did that, though. Or no, wait, shoombabi has not. Pickles and Beer has. I am not reading the bingo board correctly.
They are just a few steps behind each other, though. It's
yeah,
a
they're
close
right.
race.
Yeah, shoombabi has done that fetch quest chain that started with the crown. And I didn't see what it ended up with. Pickles and Beer has yet to complete that, but he has gotten parts of it. He has gotten his crystal from the fairy. He has gotten the bottle from Astos. He's gotten the crown from the old men. A 5-link chain, not bad.
No, it's not. And shoombabi did just do some of that as well.
Yeah, as what I was saying, I think Sean, I didn't see. I thought I saw him go into dwarves. I didn't see what Nerak had. Let's see. All right. Yep. Let's see. Pickles and Beer ought to be getting pretty close to getting his 12 giants here. shoombabi is, I think, looking to doing some grind. And I think he's looking to fill out his beat the snakes with a stick. Showing off a ribbon. Got another stick. Let's see. I might do it. Maybe not.
He still needs to find some asp.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I think he thought he had it. He hasn't seen the asps yet. All right. Yeah, Pickles and Beer still working on these giants, and it's not a bad play. It gives you some early levels to maybe get your later grind off the ground while you're filling out a bingo tile. So I think it's a good play here.
And he had a game earlier where he saw some poison strips on the giants. You have to imagine some part of him's hoping to repeat that.
Oh yeah, I mean, we talked about the Marsh Cave earlier, you know, and I imagine later in my Final Fantasy randomizing career, I will be running into a lot more nasty and Marsh, but I'll always have a soft spot for going to go hit Marsh. So just because of early successes down there. So yep, and Pickles and Beer has filled out, has killed his 12 giants. Uh, yep, and Shoombabi has found his asp to beat with the stick.
There's a vendor item in Elfland, a slab, pretty cheap.
Oh, nice.
And
Yep,
Shoombabi just translated it.
oh, right. Sweet. And we'll probably be going to see some Koopas here before long. Right now we are just first going to go check out the caravan. Wonder, yeah, we do. Do we have to buy everything at the caravan?
Yes,
Yes,
we
we
do.
do. Okay, so all right, and Shimbabi just did that, so we got everything at the caravan. All right, we got. I have not seen the shop item yet. Have you?
Yeah, it was a slab at Elfland.
Okay. Okay. Nice. All right. Sorry. I missed that. All right. We are going up to Waterfall to see what's up there.
Shoombabi playing that loot, hoping it'll save, but
You know, yeah, you know, it's nice and nice romantic place. You know, play a lute on a river as you're canoeing down. You know,
oh, it's
get
something
yourself
right out
a
of
nice
Attack of the
cocktail.
Clones.
That too. Fortunately, I've never seen that particular movie. But we are going in Waterfall, see what it is. Pickles and Beer looking like he's trying to figure out what's off the reset. Got over here at Blabidoo, you know, at the Lufane airship drop. And we are coming to the OCC. He's going to come in here and grab himself some items from the caravan and fill his out, it looks like, as well.
It's clear at this point both
Oh.
runners are going for R4, which synergizes with that Poison Elemental, and it's otherwise not too difficult.
Yeah, I think you're right. And the canoe from Elfland to Ice Cave isn't nothing. And all you have to do is get to Ice Cave and just reset yourself back. You don't even have to save out there.
That's right.
I thought I saw something on the Paralisks, though. That was one of the elemental skills.
We just saw Trance, that is a status.
Ah, right. Yeah, and it stunned the entire party. Ugh.
Ooh, we just saw Brack.
We've got Prance and Thunder off the Paralisks. Yuck. And it's Trance and Thunder and Blizzard. Ooh, those Paralisks are nasty tonight.
They're nasty to fight, but they're lovely to just sit on top of, let the script play out, and see how many bingos you can get.
Yeah. Well, so far just the Trance.
I did see a Brack fly by on that. That is one of the Poison Elemental spells.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah, the problem with the Paralisks is they can come into huge packs, so you get every single one of them throwing out a Trance on you. And then they all throw out Thunder. And then they throw out Blizzard. Yeah, that's fun.
Oh, yes.
Wait for a fun night. Alright.
Now, Waterfall is a check I personally do like to make, because you walk in, check it, warp right out. But when you hit one of those packs and they have a script, it can make a short check into a real pain.
Yeah, absolutely, yep. Alright, we might be going after some ghosts here with Pickles and Beer as well. doing the same thing that Shoombabi did, and just going to go ahead and sit on that tile. And yep, exactly. He's exactly what he's doing.
That's right. These runners have practiced together. They know each other's techniques, and in this case, they're using very similar thought patterns.
Absolutely, and of course you can see each of them can see each other as they light up different things on the board, so they can kind of guess where the other person is based off of knowing, you know, uh, where you've done stuff. And we get the key out of Waterfall. Actually, not a bad find for Shoombabi. He does not have to take that thief up to 34 to get lockpicking on.
Well,
So if he chooses to do so, ooh, it was kind of a blurry on me. I didn't see what was coming out of there.
the key is not strictly required on this board. It's an unlocked topher, meaning that you don't need it to get to chaos, and none of the squares they're shooting for require them to get behind a locked door.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Pickle's finding the
Yeah,
canal and ice, a bit of a disappointing thing, but he's there for the eyes.
yeah, he's there for the eyes. Yep, grab that canal, get your extra experience, and keep punching eyes. No, you're right. There ain't nothing on the board that requires a key. There's only yeah. You don't actually have to have the key to visit any of the fiends. Part 1 fiends. So it wasn't, you're right, it wasn't strictly required, but Shoombabi is going to take it out and keep the experience bonus from it. Let's see. Yeah, Pickles and Beer doing his grind, and now, yep, already putting the white mage up there to get punched down. Yep, he's starting his grind.
The black belt has been very popular throughout this tournament. We've seen a lot of overworld grinds, and here that didn't pan out. He's just taking the eye. And a rule we learned from last year's spring tournament is you take the grind that you can get. It's good enough. You just go for it, and you push through.
Well, and in this flag set, one of the flags on that they do not have on is shuffle spike tiles. So all the spike tiles are vanilla in their vanilla locations. So we know exactly where that eye is. This thing. So it's in Ice Cave. It's in front of the incentive chest. You just once you're ready and you feel like you can go pull the grind off, you go down there and you go do your grind.
And
another popular one Oh yeah, go ahead.
Well, since they spent some time on that trap tile, a big risk of the eye grind is when you drop down that hole, you're trying to walk it out. The fun dead pack decides to stun you and kill you slowly, and you just sit there and watch your HP drain away. They have a reasonable assurance that's not going to happen since they got a good look at that trap ahead of time.
Yeah, they both use that trap tile specifically to get their 15 total ghosts. Now, Shoombabi is doing a variation of the overworld grind, doing the Hall of Giants grind, which is another popular grind I've been seeing on the races like I do. You get a short encounter off the reset, or even a relatively long one, and you go down there and you go hit the giants, or the dragons. For those of you who aren't aware, one of the flags we have on for this for these bingos is Hall of Giants. And what that means is the first hall, or a hall of dragons, sorry. The first hall on your way down to go visit Bahamut has random encounters on them. And those random encounters are nothing but dragons, including Tiamat 1. So if you find Tiamat 1 there, I think there is a Tiamat tile. Oh no, it's just Tiamat 2 twice.
Well, speak of the Tiamat, there she is.
Speaking of, yeah. Speak her name, she shall appear. But dragons are great experience. If they don't roll something super nasty, it's actually not a bad place to grind.
That's right, the gas dragons in particular, when you get 4 of those, that is a large amount of experience points.
Yeah, it's looking like to me the zombie Ds are off the hard reset in the Hollow Giants today.
Shoombabi did sit on Tia for a minute, seeing if she had a script, but she decided to just punch him over and over, so he's moving on.
Yeah, I don't blame him. All right. Yeah, here we go. Yep. It's not going to be much longer, and Pickles Beer's going to have his getting his levels up on his characters here. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, and there he is. It just hit 25 on that black belt. That one, like I said, both of our runners. They are characters, but they are our runners as well. Are brought those black belts. You don't let you don't bring a black belt unless you're planning to take them at least to 32, if not 42 or higher. All right. Yep. So we got grinds going on here, folks. So let's see what are the juicy tiles do we have on this bingo board we can talk about. I see take a white mage to level 25. Now, that black mage to level 25, as I pointed out earlier, is not that big of a deal, especially if you're bringing a black belt in your party. That white mage to level 25 is. Most people don't grind their mages up past 16, 17, maybe 20 if a spell they want is high on the list. Because you don't need them there. Your mages are there to cast their spells, and that's it. So by taking a white mage up to level 25, you got to spend time grinding for that white mage as well.
Right, and that takes experience away from your black belt, which can double the time of any grind, which no player wants to do.
Yep. Ghost C4 R1 is step on every Cardia Island's tile on the overworld, which means you must visit, which means you must step on each tile on the overworld. In other words, you pretty much got to visit the entire island, not just the cave. If I am reading that correctly.
Yeah.
Am I reading that correctly?
Yeah, that's right. You just step on each one. What I like to do is save in the airship, land, go ahead, do the walk, reset out, go to the next one. You can hammer that out pretty quick unless you hit some nasty encounters, but if the hard reset gives you even a few steps to run, it's not that difficult of a square to complete, which is why it is ranked only difficulty 1.
Okay. Another one that looks like to me can be either easy or hard. Purchase 5 HP restoring spells. I'm assuming that is the cure and heal spells, and life spells. Life spells do not count.
That's
and
right.
the heal and help stuff does not count. Okay, yeah, I just pulled my thing over the bit. That could be either easy or hard. If those spells roll low on the spell lists in the shops, you won't even have to unpromote and just go grab them all. However, if even if you have your cure 4 and heal 3 on level 1, but all the rest roll on level 8 or 7, then you still have to promote your mage to go get them.
Right, that square essentially forces you to take a white mage. In theory, a red mage might do it, but it's an awful risk. So if you are assigned that row, you're de facto forced to take a white mage, which some runners do not care to do.
Right, all it takes is 3 of those spells to roll out of the white wizard learnable slot, and it forces you to reset the game and start over, quite literally. Because you have to bring that white mage. So yeah, that's a forced white mage square. We talked about a Bracken, a Kraken. Cast a spell of every element on enemies. Now, everybody obviously will immediately think, yeah, of course, lightning, ice, and fire. But earth, poison, time, and death and status spells are also required, as well as a non-elemental spell, one of the harm spells, and nuke or fade. So earth is quake, poison, it can be either bane or brack, time, stop or zap, death, rub or quad X, and status, mute, confuse, etc. Now they don't have to land, but you do have to cast it in battle.
And that square essentially forces you to take a black mage, because the odds of those things rolling out of range for the red mage, it's somewhat small, but it's a risk you do not want to take when you see Quad X rolled level 8 right next to Rub.
Yeah, absolutely. And to do, yep, defeat Warmech. Always a scary title to see. It's not super scary, but it's still one of those ones where, you know, do you really want to? It requires a minimum of 2 key items to go do, and if you want to ensure it happens, you want to have your grind done before you hit him. And even then, that's no guarantee. I commented a race just recently where Warmech did pretty nasty on somebody. On a ground up black belt to somebody.
Oh, that's right. And when patrolling Warmech, these appear somewhere on Sky 4. Now, hunting him down, sometimes you pop up, he's right there. Sometimes you have to go looking around, and that can take a minute. And meanwhile, you're facing all kinds of random battles that will slowly drain your resources.
And it's not as big of a deal for these two runners because their warp was at level 1. However, Sky 4 is quite literally maze. Everybody who's played Final Fantasy this game and played the randomizers knows the key to the maze. Up 2, right 2, or down 2, left 2, or any combination thereof of up and down 2 to get yourself there. If you're not paying attention to where you're running, you can get yourself really lost up there once you beat Warmech and trying to get back out. Most runners have a search pattern where they'll go down 2, over 2, find their teleport up, and then just go like down 1, over 4, down another 1, over 4, etc., etc. But if you're not doing that and you're just running randomly, you can get yourself lost and not know where you're at. And if you don't have warp to get yourself back that one floor or exit to get yourself all the way out, that can also eat up some time too.
Yes, it can. Now, thankfully, we did not turn on the Sky 4 maze flag, which adds walls to that. There's one game I had where I got so completely turned around by the walls, I must have spent about 10 minutes in that place trying to find my way through to the exit.
Yuck. All right, looks like Pickles and Beer's done with his grind for now. And Shoombabi's starting his. Looks like he's keeping up the thief and the black belt. Vorpal plus 4 is out there, so it's not a might be just wanting to ensure that he got his stuff. Yeah, Budgiemana pointed out in chat. Yes, Vorpal plus 4 will do some work. Don't think we're gonna see a ninja tonight, though. You're probably right, but I think, you know, I don't know if Shoombabi might be just keeping the thief up there for the running ability. Because he does have the key. He does not need to bring that thief up to lockpicking ability. And I don't see any other tile that requires a thief on the board, do you?
No. But a thief is a viable melee character, and when you're going through Topher, just letting both of them attack, it can save you a little bit of time, maybe cut 1-2 rounds off the battle, which means you might not see a nuke or a nuclear as you're passing through.
Oh, that is true. And the thief does not have to go as high as the black belt too to be viable either. So once you get your thief to the level you want to, just start showing that eye your pretty purple sword.
Right. And they are both required to visit Bahamut anyway, so they might as well talk to him, do the promotion, and make some use out of that.
Yeah, as long as you can find the tail easy. Does the visit Bahamut require... You just need to talk to him. Okay, so you don't have to have the tail, but if you have the tail, you might as well get the promotion.
Carrie is not messing around on Pickles and Beer's train. He went to cast Confused. Carrie said nope and punched that black mage right out.
Alright, so Pickles and Beer is me waiting. I didn't see the Confused land.
No.
I'm surprised that Pickles and Beer didn't reset out of that.
Well, I think he was waiting to see what scripts Carrie had. She might have rolled damage poison.
Fair enough. That's good. Good. Yep. Budgie Mono also pointing that out in chat as well. Yep. And as well as if he finds the tail, it doesn't count any time. Right, but they don't have to find the tail too. So if the tail is someplace like ordeals, then they don't have to go there and get it. Sorry, I've been trying to commentate Curse tail and ordeals for most of the for the last 2 or 3 races I've commentated because it seems to be all but one race it's landed in ordeals.
Sometimes a rando just loves those vanilla locations.
Oh, sometimes, yeah. Oh, that's it had the races where, except almost all the races that I've commentated. This one isn't one of them, however. Has been a required promotion of some sort. So get the tail was required, and so have it in an ordeals. And ordeals itself isn't a bad dungeon. It's not. A lot of people would rather go to ordeals over ice or marsh. Its negative is it's a long walk to do so when you have the airship, and so it's one of those dungeons you kind of put off for a little bit, while you're looking for other things, unless you need to go there. Again, just because it's a walk, it takes time. It's I would say the walk is just about the same length, if not a little bit longer, than the walk to the Lefane. Because we do have a slab, we do have a translated slab, but Shoombabi hasn't gone to Lefane yet either.
Pickles and
probably
beer
for those reasons.
just landed that confuse on carrying.
Oh, good. That gets that knocked out of the way. Now I think we're still looking for status spells too, because he's waiting with everybody. Fire 2.
Making sure to keep that black belt up.
Yep, we are definitely looking to see if Carrie has any of those. One of those poison elementals. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. The Fiend pools do have Brack and or Bane. I don't know, as Bujimoto's even asking, if it appears in the Fiend 1 pool. Do you remember?
I know damage poison that's one of the nasty things Tiamat can throw out at you.
Vanilla. Okay, so there you go. So maybe that's what he's probably looking for. And Pickles and Beer lightening up see the 3 elemental skills, status elemental skills or spells. All right, that actually puts no, wait, who made? Neither of them meleeed the pirates, did they? No, they did not. So yeah, so the bottom left to top right is out. So they're not going that way. May look for R1, which none of those 3 are very hard to do at all. To your Pickles and Beer is already confused the carry, so the next, and already seen the status elementals, really those other 3 are not a thing at all. And while you're up there stepping on every tile, you can go visit Bahamut.
That's right.
I really think Pickles and Beer is actually on a nice. He's actually got himself a pretty good place to go. Shoombabi's not doing too bad either. Still got to confuse a carry, but it looks like Shoombabi's going all in on that R4 one. Still has to see those 2 poison elementals or skills, and just has got a canoe from Elfland to Ice Cave right now. And so when he sees those poison elemental skills or spells, you get it filled out. Bujimoto pointing out though that he was down there, confused carry, but didn't bother killing him.
And killing carry is up there on the board.
Yeah.
So
now I'm trying to figure out which one Pickles and which row or column Pickle and Beer they're going for.
I think he's still gonna go for that R4, and right now he's just hunting for poison elemental.
Okay. Hoping to find it in Marsh here.
And now we know
Is
those
that where he's at?
scorpions do have a script. And yes, he is in Marsh.
Yeah. Right.
Stinger.
And those R bones up there in ice that Shoombabi's at also appear in Marsh. Oh, gaze. Is that one of them? Or no, oh no, he's looking for the poison stuff, right?
And we just saw Stinger go by on this script.
Okay. Oh, they definitely do have a script. Holy crud. Frost, Lightning 3, Stinger, Slep. I love how it's pronounced. And there's Stinger again.
I played this game when I was young, learning how to spell. I sometimes still say slep.
That's alright. I used to pronounce a rapier a raper. So.
Well, I do think that script has looped around. We saw Stinger.
Yeah.
Fog too. That was new.
Fog too. Snorting. Holy crud! The Scorpions are providing a lot of stuff here because Snorting's one of the elemental skills or spells. Status elemental skills or spells.
Right.
I mean, Picklesandbeer's already got that slot filled out, but we now know that Gaze, which is another one of the 3. I think they just finally looped all the way through it. Yeah, holy crud. Those Scorpions can't quite fill out either of those 2 tiles by themselves, but give you almost all of what you need. 2 of the status elemental skills or spells, and 1 of the poison elemental skills and spells as well. Whew! Scorpions providing today.
Yes, they do. Shoombabi now on
Shoombabi's
carry.
down here. Yep. Gonna try to confuse her. And make her think that we are not a threat. We are not the enemies, the light warriors you're looking for.
Ooh, mismenued and cast dark instead. Carrie said, no way, Black Mage.
Nope. Oh, we're done.
That is the danger of last square. Carrie is susceptible to confuse, and it's not that long of a walk down to Volcano, but there's so many things that can go wrong. The amount of time it takes is highly variable.
And you don't want to sit there and do any damage to her before you get her confused, because she could roll low on damage, and now you just killed her. Uh-oh. Yeah. What do you do now, huh? You reset and come back in. So you got to sit there and just wait and show her pretty shirts, or wait and hope, and hope your confuses lands while she's sitting there trying to punch you.
And Carrie can roll up and hit very hard too. An easy fiend to underestimate.
Yep, Picklesandbeer just went and talked to Bahamut. Bahamut told him, you don't come back here unless you have a tail. So, there we go, yep. It's only got 2. If Picklesandbeer is going for R4, it's only got 2 more tiles to fill out before he can go beat Chaos. He's still got to know if he's doing the one, and yeah, just got to continue from Elfland Ice Cave. Also, while you're doing that, some of those river monsters sometimes end up with some pretty good scripts too. So you may see your other poison elemental skill while you're doing that canoe as well.
That's right. There's a good chance of that. The river system is, I hate those enemies on there. I like to get off and walk as far as I can. But here he's gonna probably let the scripts play out.
Oh yeah. Just to see if, because he doesn't want to be trying to dive Topher and hope you find that last one. You don't want to reset out of a chaos fight once you're all the way down there just because you couldn't find a poison or elemental skill. So, yep, Picklesandbeer getting ready to go do a trip. Run. Hydra punched. Black belt, close call. Shoombabi making his trip down to Bahamut. And oh wow, reset all the way back to Volcano for that one.
Both
Right.
these
Neither of
runners.
them beat K. Yeah, neither of them beat Carry, so neither of them are going for that R1 or the C3. So what I'm thinking.
They are both canoeing. They're just right on each other's steps like they've been most of this race.
Yep. So they are both going to be going for R4. Shoombabi just needs to go through some giants, but as we know, the Hall of Giants is right there. That ain't a hard thing to do.
And giants, you have a decent chance of seeing in Topher as well if you want to roll a dice on that.
Well, yeah. You're going to see. I've almost always seen a red giant on the volcano floor in Topher. You'll see the Hall of Giants for your hill giant, your green giant, or whatnot. And frost giants appear both in Ice Cave and on the trip down to Lefane, too.
That's right.
So that's not a hard one to fill out just by seeing the different giants, let alone defeating them. Yep. We aren't going to get a slow boat, folks. I don't think we are going to see a slow boat today. Pickles and Beer is looking to try to run into an enemy and I think trying to pull out those elemental skills. Yep. Going to show the Hydra some pretty clothing and items. The black belt has nothing on him. The black belt's just going to go slap one of the heads while the other two show off their pretty sticks and shirts and such.
Now Shoombabi's thinking the same thing. He did not reset out. And Hydras do have a script. Here we see Zap.
Yep, we see Zap. What is that? The Hydras do seem to prefer to punch, but they do have a script of some sort.
The danger leveling up is the monsters become afraid of you and run away.
Yeah, yep, absolutely. What was that? I didn't see what skill that was the Hydra threw out.
I missed it.
I want to say it was blind. But Pickles Beer has already seen his 3 status animal skills or spells. But if Shoombabi's should be getting that particular square clicked off, but may not be paying attention. Now the runners do click off their own individual squares as they find them. So there's that. So maybe just not really looking to glue that. He's just looking to click off at this point just this items the squares he needs.
It is difficult to keep 25 squares in your head while you're playing.
Absolutely. Pro Rings -5 here at the armor shop in Melmond. Hey, I remembered Melmond's name this time. Still trying to see what we got here at Black Magic. We got Hold, Stop, Quake, and I didn't catch the one. Alright, where are we going? Pickles and Beer going to go down into Topher, hoping to see that last Poison Elmo skill or spell on the way down. Shoombabi going to the Hall of Giants, gonna get his yep. So he's gonna go get his 12 total giants. Oh, we are talking to the bats to see what they may have.
And one of them rolled Nuke and Cure 4.
Yeah. Some of them rolled some pretty high HP, others rolled some pretty low HP. Tia, actually, I think I saw the HP on that one, and it looked like it rolled pretty low for Tiamat too. Snorting. Pickles Beer. Yeah, Pickles Beer seeing all the status elemental skills or spells today tonight.
I'm gonna check out that Phantom script.
Oh yeah. Snorting again. So it's got
That's it, damage poison.
damage posy. There we go.
The
All
gamble
right.
in Topher paid off. I think Pickles and
Yes.
Beer may very well win this.
It nothing else has any sort of nastiness, other nasty surprises for him. He's doing good. He's already down there. Yeah, Budgemoto. That was a great play. I thought. Now he's going down. And he just got to go through a couple speed bumps. Kraken 2, a Tia 2. Well, you got to carry speed bump could be actually pretty. It could turn into a spike strip. Yeah, real quickly. But Kraken 2 and Tia 2 and just the chaos. Yeah, we'll see. We all know how Kraken 2 plays, though. So still could have a interesting race because Shoombabi just finished up his 12 Giants. Pretty sure Shoombabi has seen one of the 2 poison elemental skills or spells already. So
Yes, we saw Brack go by. Hopefully he'll remember that. I'd have to imagine he's jotting that down, but it is easy to forget
yeah,
again sometimes.
yeah, you just kind of note down the squares you're looking for. You know, and kind of click it off as you see stuff, so to speak. Looks like Shoombabi is
a little bit indecisive.
Yeah. At first, I thought he was going to go to Topher and kind of do the same play that Pickles Beer would, and hope that he can find the script there.
Now, it was a bit of luck that Pickles saw that script out of the Phantom before just punching him down and carrying on. But then he had the presence of mind to say, hey, he has a script. I need to go back and see what is behind that snoring. And it paid off big. So there's a bit of luck with a lot of players still. It balanced out and won. Now, can Shoombabi repeat that? We'll see soon.
Yep, going on down there. And Shoombabi went to Provoca to fill out all the heal pots and all anything's there. So they're not far behind each other. They both entered Topher really early part of the race here. Yeah. Who? Dazzle. I know that's not one of them, but I just saw that. Ugh.
Here we are at that Phantom.
Oh no, Dazzle, it does count. Good lord, Pickles and Beer is seeing all. Pickles and Beer's almost seen all of those elemental skills or spells by now.
And Shoombabi went to run, saw snoring, and made the very same play.
Yep, just stopped there. So Shoombabi has seen one of the 2 poison elementals. Just waiting to see what the next one's going to be.
You know, we have a really great tournament here. Everybody who entered it had a good chance of winning. When we got to the last chance qualifier last night, there were 7 people who came, only 6 slots. I'm telling you, any one of those 7 could have won. Shoombabi went 3-0 in pods, which meant he was able to skip that last chance qualifier. But Pickles and Beer is showing that he is an excellent player. They are very, very well matched in skill here.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yep. And Shoombabi saw that spill, lit up his thing. He's making a race. It is a race, folks. Pickles and Beer hoping to not got through Kraken. And Kraken did not do Kraken 2 things to the White Mage. Alright, let's see if Tia 2 will do the job for Kraken 2. And Shoombabi's coming down there on outside of Topher floor 1.
Tia threw out Poison Smoke, another poison elemental, slaying that black mage.
Yep. So Topher would have gave them both of that if they hadn't seen that first one already. Right. We got the random enemy bosses still coming in. Got some vampires.
Shoombabi's about to see Lich.
Yep. You got to see it Lich. You know, about 4 floors behind, but that's not very long in time here, especially since they are both in go mode. So we are 10 hits, 803 damage. Gary had some absorb there. Or Lich had some absorb there. Wow, I can't. Oh no, Pickles Beer just ran into the random roaming phantom down here on Chaos Floor.
Those Chaos Floor encounters can really throw a wrench in your game. You never know what's going to pop up, and if you're not prepared, that can end your run.
Yep, should always top off after tier 2, and once you kill her, and any of those on your way back down to Chaos, or at least keep yourself high up there. Don't let yourself run low. I've personally been curb stomped by the random enemies between tier 2 and Chaos.
Pickles and Beer
All
facing
right.
off with Chaos, the white mage throwing out wall to give that black belt some protection, Rouge to act as an evasion tank in the front.
Black belt punching for some damage. Cure 4. Chaos got a light 2 coming out. Gonna harm, we're gonna punch.
Terminated.
We terminated. All right. Pickles and Beer beat Chaos with a GG. Race time.gg time of 59 minutes 10 seconds. Get your GGs and chats for Pickles and Beer tonight. Shoombabi here at Kraken 2. It's not too far behind.
These races have been right on each other throughout this whole race.
They've been high-fiving in so many of the different dungeons tonight. It's been a pretty close race most of the night. All right, let's see. Oh, Kraken's got Tornado. Yuck. Oh, Kraken 2 has done Kraken 2 things with nuclear. Ooh, yep. Kraken 2 doing Kraken 2 things here to Shoombabi. All right. Black Belt survived it. Black Belt still can finish this up. We'll see if we can get these guys in here for an interview if they are wanting to or available to.
Shoombabi's making quick work of that tier 2. The black belt is man-moding through the endless Topher.
Oh yeah, and got the 4 worm tiles, so trying to run, and this is after tier 2 too. That random enemy boss. Yay. Still going. Got another pack of worms. Oh yuck. And Shoombabi running into that phantom. Must be that. Must be on that really the tight part of the random encounter table to right down there. We got re-healing up all that black belt. We got a chaos fight on. Gonna defense up a little bit. Defense up a little bit more. Defense up just a little bit more. We've got to keep ourselves up there. We got 5 hits, 500 some odd damage. Another punch out. We're going to be punching him, giving him a left hook, right jab for some more damage because everything decided to went blurry on me. 4 hits and we just killed the chaos. Get your GGs in chat for Shoombabi. Yeah, with an official race time.gg time of 1 hour, 1 minute and 59 seconds. That is only a difference of just over 2 minutes, folks. This is a great, great race. And we'll see if Shoombabi wants to jump into the booth here and give us an interview as well.
Pickles and Beer just joined us.
Oh, right. GG's Pickles and Beer.
You, GG.
All right. So yeah. seem to find all the status elemental skills and spells.
Yeah, I found plenty of those.
All right.
Just where's the glance and
Almost could have played a bingo board yourself with those on that, just finding one of each of those, All right, and Shoombabi joined us here in the booth as well. GG's there, Shoombabi.
Yeah, hello. Good game. Good game, Pickles.
GG Shoom.
Yeah.
If you two
Alright.
could see each other's screens, you were just in lockstep through a good chunk of that seed. And obviously, you're both thinking very similarly on the bingo board how to get through it, and your plays were brilliant.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely.
I mean, it was.
Yeah, thanks.
We've played together so much at this point. I mean, I knew he was picking that diagonal bingo. He must have known I was picking it too. And row 4 jumped out. The only thing that I really wish I would have like internalized before I got started is that I didn't need any key items, and like
same here.
I did a key item hunt. There was my 3 minutes that I lost by, right?
I did the same thing, and I'm like, wait, so what am I? I looked at my notes. I'm like, I don't need anything. What am I doing?
Well, yeah, it ended up being like that fetch quest change that ended up turning into like a big old huge chain. You got your Game of Thrones reference there. You got your your lead chain, your gold chain, your
I think I got a ribbon out of something, but ultimately, I don't know that I even needed it.
The mass, I got the massa. I got it. It was nice to get the grind going.
Was that on the TNT?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, that was the only thing I didn't turn in because I was like, I've done so many now.
Yeah, that was at the point where I'm like, I had it, so I figured I'd turn it in just either for more XP or the massa.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
Probably should have done that. That would have helped the thief propel me a little bit faster too.
Yeah. All right. So, thought processes on your bingo lines, starting with pickles and beer here. What made you decide to go with R4, and what made you decide to give top left, bottom right to Shoombabi there?
So having to do the 2 poison elementals, R4 was a gimme. With the guaranteed encounters with the giants and the ghosts, and buy everything at the caravan, that's cake. And then canoe from Elfland Ice, that's nothing.
Yeah.
It's kind of looking at top bottom right, C1. I was kind of toying with too.
Considering that too.
It came to that the poison tile can be such a pain, and even the like bracking, cracking can be terrible too. It's that poison one.
Yeah. Okay. Shoombabi, same question. I heard you were saying you think the same. Similar.
Yeah, very similar thoughts on this. The C2 poison was a definitely had to give him, and then I'm also under the impression like he's gonna give me this. I'm eyeing R4 because pretty much any bingo that crosses the C2 poison elemental is a trivial bingo in comparison. It eats up the 5-star slot. It's like anything else I can kind of feel my way around. So R4 was the natural choice there, I think. And selecting that diagonal, in addition to the poison, right? You got Confuse Carry, which could have rolled level 8 Confuse or something. It's just that also hurt too when Carry immediately punched my Black Mage.
That's it.
The exact same thing happened to me too. My first trip. Yep. First turn punched out that Black Mage.
Yeah, I think Shoombabi lasted a extra turn or two before.
Yeah, where I accidentally cast Dark instead of Confuse.
Yeah, Carrie's like, oh no, we're not playing this game.
Yeah. Very first turn, Carrie got turn order and punched that Black Mage. Like, you gotta be kidding me, man.
Absolutely.
I imagine our strengths looked pretty similar for most of this.
Yeah, there's some minor deviations, but not a whole lot. You both were both in Earth Cave around the same time. I think it was Shoombabi who went back to Earth Cave to do the giant grab the giants, right?
Yeah, I figured when I saw him light it up so early, I was like, oh, that probably makes sense to just grab the grind there at the same time.
Yeah, I was trying to grab a couple levels.
Yeah, my mindset on that was a 42 black belt. They're all going to be running from me. That'll save time on the tail end. I don't mind swinging by Earth Cave on the way to Topher.
Okay.
But then they didn't all run, and iguanas have such high morale for some reason. I don't know why. Devs, if
Fair
we could
enough.
check that out, maybe.
Yeah. So both of you went into Topher and only seeing one of the poison elemental skills. So you were hoping you'd see that on the way down. I'm assuming, right?
Yep.
I mean, it's guaranteed to be on a Fiend 2 script. So, I mean, playing the odds that it's not on Warmech, and then as soon as I saw Snorting come out of the Phantom, it's like, well, gotta sit here for a while.
Did the exact same thing. Except I had
Yep.
already done my turn, and black belt punched it out, so we're right back onto it.
Yep, right up until Kraken 2, it looked like Shoombabi there. You're just a mirror image of Pickles and Beer run down Topher there.
Oh well, it was. I mean, this was pretty much exactly what I anticipated, and I'm glad to see a very strong competitor moving forward on this one.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You guys both did a great job. This was a great race. It was fun to watch. Um, I I find these fun to watch anyhow, but I really mean it. It I always I always enjoy watching skilled people do things, and Final Fantasy Randomizers is no exception to that. Uh, I think we're getting close to the end here. Any other rows or columns you were thinking about taking or giving out or anything like that, or was that getting that C2 poison elemental skills pretty much out? I'm gonna stick the other person with that pretty hard.
Yeah, I mean, I think this seed, this flag, this not this flag, this seed in FFR, the seed on the bingo board, like this just sort of played itself. We were kind of along for the ride.
Yeah, it really did.
Yeah. All right. All right. So we'll get some getting toward the end here. We'll go ahead and start wrapping it up. Get some final thoughts. Starting with you, Pickles and Beer.
Thanks to the two of you for putting this on so that everybody can watch it, and GG's to Shoom.
Okay. And you, Bobby.
Yeah, thank you both for restreaming, tracking, comms, all that other jazz. Thank you, Pickles, for the competition. I have been nervous all day, and apparently rightly so.
Same here.
But Elden Ring just came out. Maybe I can finally have some time on that instead of panicking about tomorrow night's match. So good luck with that, and thank you all again.
Absolutely. All right, Adam Rupe, you have any final thoughts tonight?
Well, we have 2 more of these quarterfinal matches happening right now over on Final Fantasy Randomizer Twitch and on RPG Limit Break. So if you switch over to that, there's going to be another. They're both great games, Luffy versus Jay Scheidel and Shannon versus Demon Frog. I'm excited to get over and see how that's going to go to see who advances to tomorrow.
All righty. And I won't keep us for very much longer, so if anybody wants to go watch those, they can go ahead and go do so. But I do want to thank Pickles and Beer and Bobby for a great race tonight. I want to thank Adam Rupe for man-moning this tonight. He was the tracker, he was the restreamer, and he helped out with comms. He is triple changer extraordinaire tonight. I want to give him a huge thank out. If you haven't already, give Adam Rupe, myself, Pickles Beer, or Bobby a like and follow. And go ahead on over. If we aren't going to raid you over, head on over and watch the other races tonight. And until next time, we'll see you.
Take care, everybody.